So I'm going to briefly talk about the Qualimap tool. So basically it's fast QC, but then for BAM and SAM files. So it's very similar to fast QC. It works on every computer. It has a graphical user interface if you want to. It's also built in Galaxy, so I typically use it there. And it creates a report. So very similar to what you see for fast QC. Now, most mappers also produce some output about the mapping. We have seen that. We asked Bowtie to create these small text files that tell me how many uniquely mapped reads I have, how many unmapped reads I have, and how many multi-mappers I have. But if you thoroughly want to look at the quality of the mapping, you have to use the Qualimap tool. And in Galaxy, you will see that it's not one single tool, but it's 4 different tools. So you have these BAM QC and multi-sample BAM QC, and you can use them for any experiment, whether it's DNA or RNA-seq, you can use them. And then you have one tool that's specifically for RNA-seq data, and that's this one, the RNA-seq QC. So when I type Qualimap, you get the tools here, yeah? So what is the one that I'm going to show you? This one, the Qualimap BAM QC. It needs input data, and what is this here? Well, when you have done exome sequencing, for instance, then you know that your reads will only map to exons, because that's what you sequenced. So in that case, it might be a good idea to tell him where the exons are located, because these are the only regions that you expect reads to map to. So how can you do that? You can give him a BET file or a GTF file with the exon annotation. Where can you get that? Well, from the company that has provided you with a kit, yeah, to make the library. They should also provide you with a file that contains the annotation of the exons. And then you can upload this file to your history, and you can tell him, oh, only look in these regions for mapped reads. Yeah, so you can do that if you want to. Also for RNA-seq data, you can give him a GTF file with the annotated transcripts, because that's where you think that your reads will map to. Yeah? So when you execute this, it should produce a BAM report for each of the 2 E. coli files. And it will produce 2 lists, as you can see here. A list with raw data, I always ignore that, and a list with a report. And that's the one that you're interested in. So you go to the reports, and then you just click the eye icon for the sample that you want to see the report of. So what does the report look like? Well, very similar to what we saw. So just a lot of tables with information and plots.